Alright, hello and welcome to LSR for round 2 of season 3, where we are here at Saudi Arabia, where it's going to be a very tricky race today, I believe. And for today we only have myself on comms, so yeah, get used to this voice. Because we already have Mercedes going out on track right now, and it's not Sir Vapor. But if you just join in, welcome into the stream, and yeah, let me. There we go. It's better. This is going to be one of the trickiest races, I believe, for drivers this week. This race, it's very hard, twisty, turny, long. Three DRS zones, 27 corners to navigate, and you have to get that perfect lap. As we've just seen everyone come out now straight away, as well as we've got Buffam, who is also reserving for today's race as well, and I think a few other people are as well. But a lot of people coming out really early. And they want that lap in and they want it quick. But Vapor will be the first person to cross this finish line to start his flying lap, as he's just tapped the ball. Not very good, but not very nice. As we definitely seen that in the past happen. Doesn't appear to have any damage. But what will he do? He will be carrying on with his lap anyway, so we will follow him. Through this lap, and let's see what's going to happen. We have yellow flags behind as we've got everyone slowing down to get ready for the lap. But watching Vapor is going through the first sector now. He wants to get as tight as he can. He's going to have it possible. He's cautious, not too cautious maybe, but it's very nice, smooth at the moment. Inside the white lines, yellow flag again, but yeah. Up into sector 2, what kind of sector is he going to do? He's going to do the purple first anyway. Purple first. As he's... Oh! Our first spin of the night. He's got no damage, but people will be affected. And there's another one, Buffem, has spun it as well. So, 2 spins. Oh! That was close. As Vapor gets disqualified for driving the wrong way. That's very odd and a very confusing part of the track, as he's ghosted anyway. I was turning, what the heck? Yeah, I have no idea what happened there for Buffam or Vapor. As we've seen, a lot of drivers a few drivers have invalidated laps after those few spins. As we say hello to Reflector and Dave and Vapor. So no one's done a lap yet, but it's only early days. We've still got Buffam on a lap now, but he did spin it, so it's not really going to be a very representative lap. As Tom Bear's coming in for his stop, well, his pit now. Ickle Bickle has invalidated. Bit of a weird little glitch, as D'Angelo goes and puts in a 1:29.1. So that is the benchmark for this race. Who do I think is going to get a pole? As Bufham's just put in his 1:58.0, as he's just invalidated his first corner. Ouch. As Asterix goes and puts it on in second place with a 31.2. But who do I think is going to get pole? It's going to go to Buffam, I believe anyway. But that's my point, because he's a very quick driver. As he spun it again, same place. Oh, yep, been just having to dodge out the way there. And as the McLaren of Dave is coming around, but he's on his outlap. So we've got a few people spinning here. Xiaomi looks to be on a lap now, so we'll follow along with Xiaomi with the Mercedes. But I believe it will be a very close race. I hope for a close race. I think a few people could get pole today, like, oh, that's very wide. Not what you want at all. But I believe Mango has a chance. Ickle maybe, Vapor, a few people probably could go up there and have a chance. From last week's race, we had some great racing. As Vapor is in his final sector, coming around the final corner now, he's going to make it perfectly around that corner. Down the main straight, DRS wide open, down the straight. What's this time going to be? A 30.8. So only 4 people have put in a lap right now. Well, Rotham's lap isn't really much of a lap because it was a very slow one indeed, but as we see a lot of drivers just invalidate, and Mango going very slowly for the Williams of Tom, who is on his out lap. As Dave retires, but he was on track, so I'm going to try and find out what happened there. Oh, well, I don't know what's happened there, but it looks to me like he's hit the wall on the inside, but not our second retiree after we had Viper's disqualification. So we are here in just over 10 minutes, sorry, of the time to go as of right now. Mango looks to be on a lap, so we'll follow him for the final part of this sector now. He's not done any purples just yet, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. With his lap, he's getting this great slipstream from Tom, I believe. As Sev goes and puts into 128.5. So that benchmark's just been moved up higher for them, as Mango pits and Tom is going to put in a lap for P3, a 129.3. So it's 8,000 RPM, puts it in P4 for his Alfa Romeo. So 4th and 5th for them. As we see STR Tano coming around for his final corner for his first lap, I believe, as we have front wing on the track, which I don't know who for, but it will be Buff, I'm guessing, because he was the last person to come out of that corner. As Tano goes even faster with a 28.3. Who's going to live up to that and beat it? As you see, Breach come around his second sector, as he's got the Alfa Romeo sitting on the outside. I can't speak, but he's coming around the last sector now, down the final corner. We're going to go on board with him and watch this final part of his lap. And DRS wide open now, down the main straight. What's it going to be? It's going to be good for P6, splitting the Alfa Romeos. As we have a very slow Alfa Romeo of 8,000 RPM. But if you're just joining with us, welcome. Seeing a few people come in now anyway. But as Botham looks to be on a lap and everyone's having to get out of the way, but he's gonna have to get through quite a lot of people as he puts in a purple first sector. And long corner of, I don't know what turn now. With twisted turns now, he's got it perfect, but Ferrari ahead of him is going to have to get out of the way by the looks of it. He's going to get the slipstream from him, which is very smart. DRS wide open down this very long, twisty straight. Do not want to lose it whatsoever as he puts in another purple sector. Stays within track limits just beautifully. This might just be the banker lap that everyone will have to go and beat. As he comes down the final corner now, down the straight, not going to lose the rear end nicely. DRS is wide open and Botham goes and puts it on P2, a 10th below Tano. So purple sectors all round, but not quick enough. Well, it wasn't purple sectors, but yeah. D'Angelo is down on his time, which isn't what he would have wanted, but we have Sev on a new lap coming up now. Zayek has retired from the race. Not sure what happened there, so I'll try and get him on board. As he seems to be retired somewhere in that wall. Can't exactly tell where, because it won't allow me to go on to him. But Sector 2 is going to have to slow everyone down, I believe. Try and look where Zayek is. Oh, what a weird position for Zayek to be, but Tom Bear now on a lap here, I believe, so we'll follow him for a little bit, or the whole lap, see how he does. So lifting and coasting around that corner, just a little bit of wheel spin there. Doesn't set it right, but he's faster than his previous lap time before. Nicely done it around this long left-hander, doesn't lose the rear end at all. Zayek's left the session, oh. Nicely done it through there. Doesn't hit the wall, which is perfect for them or him. DRS wide open now. Well, not main straight, but a twisty turny straight now. Sector 2 is just quicker. He's up on his time though. How much quicker can this be? And can he help his teammate Sev up in P4? P1 now. And Sev goes and puts out a 27.9. As Tom Bear comes around the final corner now. Perfect. Nicely done there for Tom. DRS wide open. He's going to get as tight as he can to the pit lane wall, and he puts it in P5. So that is P1 and P5 for the Williams so far. As we have just over 3 minutes left, people will want to get out as soon as they can in a minute, just so they don't miss that final lap. Made a horrible setup choice last second. I mean, you're in P3, you look strong anyway. Hope it should be a good race anyway. You could change a few things, but Park Fermi is going to be annoying for everyone anyway. So right now we have Seb Leclerc on provisional pole for this moment we are speaking. In P2 is Tano, P3 is Botham, Bickle in P4, who's now just going out on track. Tom in P4, just coming into the pits, maybe a bit too late for him to come out on track and maybe do another lap. P6 we have Haas of D'Angelo, who looks to be going on for another lap. No, he's going to be pitting, so that might be his qualifying over. As you see a few people in the pits, but don't know whether they will be able to get another chance in, as it is a 1:20 lap, as we see Breach with no front wing trying to fight it with a Alpine as Sev retires, but in the pits. So everyone going out now will have to get out now and make their best lap they've ever done right now. As we're watching, as I'll go on board with Mango, because he's gone off track. He's not going to do a great lap here, I believe. As Mango goes very wide indeed there, didn't invalidate, as he's just gone and invalidated it as I say that. So Mango will be starting P15 most likely. As Asterix as well has invalidated his lap. Shahomi is another person out on track right now in the second sector. Will they be up on their time? Oh, gone way wide there as they hit the wall as well. You see 8,000 RPM who looks to be on a lap maybe. Oh, and they spun it. Oh. As we now have another retiree from qualifying with a big hit from 8,000 RPM, as we see NYR just getting a bit twitchy there on the rear end. Not what you want, but he is up on his time. Lost a few tenths, I would think. But coming around the long left-hander, as we have even more yellow flags, but I believe it won't affect anyone right now. As all rear end just stepping out that little bit, not what you want, but it's looking very fast at the moment. Sector 2 is coming up, so end of Sector 2 is coming up right now. He's up on his time as he does a purple Sector 2. It goes wide, doesn't invalidate, luckily for him enough, because this should put him up a position or two here. Going around the final corner now will be NYR for his final lap, as qualifying is over for everyone else who isn't out on track, as he goes and puts in P5 with a 28.9. Botham is not going to be able to improve. Not So Vapor is improving his time by 9/10 in Sector 1. He's coming up Sector 2, I mean. He's coming around the final corner now, down the long straight. DRS wide open. This is going to be very, very good for him, and it's only going to be P10. Not So Vapor is P10, so that is qualifying over for the Saudi Grand Prix. So Sev Leclerc on pole by a great 3/10 quicker there from Tano Icklebickle for the podium places. There's not so Vapor in B10 as well there. I don't know why that's done that, but yeah. I would now go. Oh. So the grid will look like this. Sev Leclerc on pole for Williams. Yuki in P2 for Aston Martin. Bickle for Red Bull in P3. Botham P4. Nye in P5. Tom in P6. D'Angelo in P7, but has a 5 grid place penalty. I don't know why. Might have to want to find out why that's happened. 8,000 RPM in P8. Xiaomi P9. Notza Vapor in P10. Alexis Beast in P11. Breach P12. Acid Masters P13. Asterix P14. And we had one person who disqualified, but 2 people who retired. And Mango did not set a lap. So that is our grid for today's race. Well, this should be an exciting race to watch, and hopefully, yeah. Just letting everyone do their things now, get ready, get their setups ready, and then it's lights out in 30 seconds. Here we go, first light out. Oh no, we got formation lap on. I forgot we put that on this week, as we had changed it from last week because it was a bug in the game. So let me get up the detail of the tyres now, as we see quite a few people on the hard tyre compound. A bit different of a tyre to pick, as it's not the favourite to be on the start, but a few people wanting to go on it, like Tano, NYR, Xiaomi, Breach, Asterix, Mango. Zyke isn't here, sadly, but they are the people starting on the hard, so we'll have to watch out for them, because they may not yet be best start, because them hards are not fun. Right now, as we look down the grid, we have... I will remind you of the grid anyway. We have Sev, followed by Tano, followed by Bickle, then Botham in the Haas. NYR puts his Ferrari in P5, Tom in P6 with his Williams. Good lap from him, but will he be able to help out his teammate? P7 we have 8,000 RPM. P8 we have Xiaomi splitting both Alfa Romeos, as Zayek rejoins now in a good time, I would say now, because he has formation lap, he has time to get happy with the game. Not so Vapor P9, Alexis Beast in P10, Breach in P11 as he misses that corner very widely. D'Angelo puts his car in P12. Acid Masters P13 on the softs. We will have to watch out for him, because he should get a really good start, as Mango's been disqualified from formation lap, so I wonder what happened there. Asterix in P14, SSL Mango P15, Dave P16, Zayek and Vapor on the back row of the grid, as we see everyone lining up now, as a few people are getting disqualified as Zayek leaves again. So we're watching everyone line up on the grid now as they're warming their tyres up, as we are now allowed to do this. As we see Tano just getting a bit different, I would say, as a few other drivers from the back of the grid as well are getting a bit different there, but that's, yeah. As we have first light, second light, third, fourth, fifth. Lights out and away we go for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix here for LSRs. We have a great start from Sev. We have quite a few battles at the back as NYR gets hit from behind. Mercedes and I think that was Shahomi and Alexis Beast getting hit as well in the background there. As we have ish tidy first corner. Quite a few fights, quite a few cars getting very close together as we see D'Angelo getting very close with Not So Vapor, who's moved into a few places, I believe now. 4 places now, as 8,000 RPM has had a really bad corner, and NYR. Bad corner for him as he just loses the rear end and hits the wall. No damage at the moment. As we see another one as well. As Not So Vapor has retired from the race, and we have a huge crash back there with him, but he's managed to be ghosted. Vaporize has as well spun it as well. So I do not know what happened there, but Not So Vapor is our first retiree and the first casualty of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. As we see Tano, as we see a full course yellow, so we have a VSC for Not So Vapor's car and now a full safety car. So full safety car now for this Grand Prix, as we see Aston Masters, who was starting from the softs, having to pit very early indeed with damage, I would guess. So no damage, getting the hard tyres on. Shahomi also pitting with the hard compound tyres. So we have a safety car on the first lap of this Grand Prix. We are now into lap 2 as we had a crash with Not So Vapor and a few other cars on track and a lot of debris. As you can see the beautiful Jeddah sign there. I don't know really what that place is, but it's called. As we see Sev Leclerc in first position, leading the cars by the safety car. As we see Aston Masters, Shahomi and Viperize in the bottom 3, who have also pitted. So Viperize has chosen to pick the soft compound tyres. So he's probably thinking about making a few positions up here after the safety car line, and maybe hoping for another safety car. But we'll have to wait and see for that to happen. Safety car comes around the final corner now from lap 2 up to lap 3. So if you've not long just joined us and you've missed the action from qualifying, we had Sev Leclerc put it on pole, and then we had Tano put it in P2, who's dropped a position. Il Bickle has dropped positions. Botham's moved up 2, which is really good for him after his poor choice of setup, apparently, according to him. Tom has moved up a position as well. NYR has lost that position to Tom Bear after a ish start, as we see Xiaomi has also now pitted for the hard compound tyres, but is now left. As Viprise as well has left. So both Mercedes have left the race. Mango has moved up 6 positions since the start of this race, which is very nice from him. Starting on the hards, so he's looking for a good race here. He's looking for a very quick challenge at the end. So we will have to keep an eye on him and see what he can do. As race control has said, safety car is in this lap, so we will see Vapor back up the whole grid for the last part of this lap as the safety car pits, as both Mercedes have now rejoined the race. So can they come back and maybe make a comeback? As Sevlefair is getting ready to go on the start for the safety car, as he's gone now, he's gone early, he's made the jump on the Haas of Botham. He's going to make it work at least. Down into the first corner, we have a few cars down to the side. We have a two-way battle here as Mango and D'Angelo have hit each other, but Mango has gone up a place, but he's also getting attacked from Alexis Beast, who's going to go down the inside, but he can't make it, and he's pushed Mango off track as we have a yellow flag again for NYR, who has spun it. But SSL Mango has lost the position to Alexis Beast, but is now going on the attack on Elite 8,000 RPM. He's going to make the move done easy, as we see another move trying to be made from Asterix as well on Elite Dave. Crazy restart there for a few people, as Alexis Beast has spun it, and also Asterix, and he's reset to track as well. You see even more carbon fiber being pushed up in the air, as Mango is being threatened by 8,000 RPM, who's on the mediums, on the quicker tyre and all. As they're going to go down the straight, he's going to have the slipstream all the way down. He's going to look around for the inside, he's going to make the move done, but Mango will get this switchback maybe, or not, as 8,000 RPM is just pulling away ever so slightly. Zayek has now moved up into P10 after his weird start with leaving and rejoining, as we also had another person leave. I believe that was Viprise as well. Mango from Elite looking to be a very good battle here, as we also have the front third, fourth and fifth battling it out here. DRS will not be available until next lap, I believe, if I'm correct. I may not be. As Tano gets a really bad exit out of that corner, and Ikubico's all over the back of him now. But he's going to make that car Aston Martin as wide as he can, and it's made it work, at least for him. But Ikubico is going to have another go down this straight now. No DRS, not until next lap. So he's going to make the move, and he's made the move stick as we've had a yellow flag for 8,000 RPM, who looks to have spun it as Tano goes back down on the inside of Ikubiku and gets that move done as Sev puts in the faster slap. Ikubiku's going to go round the outside for this move. He's not going to get it done. He's a bit too far back this corner into turn 1. As we see Elite Dave looking for a move on D'Angelo, but just has to back out of that and think about it for the next lap. So DRS is available, and we have a spin with Tom there. Not Tom. Tom has spun it in sector 1, and he's lost all those positions now. It was looking for a great race for him as Aston Masters almost loses the rear there. As we have Vaporize rejoined now as we go back to STR, Tano and Ikubiku fighting again. As we see Elite Dave retire from the race, what will this be? And it's another safety car, as he is stranded in the middle of the track, just sitting there. So, 2 safety cars in 6 laps. Something you really wouldn't see. You'd see it anywhere other than this track. As Sev is pitting for his first stop, Mango is getting three positions here as he goes up into first place, 15th to first, as everyone literally pits other than NYR, Acid and Mango. And Botham has done the undercut on Sev Lafleur and is up into provisional P1. So we have our second safety car of this race, and we have Mango now up into P1. P15 to P1, a very nice race for him indeed. But we will have to see if he will keep that position. He's going to have the hards. If anybody of you are in here and I own a race, any weather update, check the tyres, James. I need to see. Okay, you are on the softs. I don't understand why, but I understand why, because it's sounding. But yeah, there you go. It is the soft. But for you, what did you mean that? Yeah, that's what you meant. So I was gonna get onto this, but everyone, as we have people going into the wall in the background, I don't know what's happened there. We see Tom hitting that wall and losing damage. As Xiaomi pits again for another set of tyres. As we see Ikubiku and Tom just switching places under safety car. As Alexis Beast gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with NYR. as NYR does not have a front wing. It could become muddied. Love to see it. I don't know what's going on here, but a few collisions under safety car, but it's yeah. It's very different. But we will have another load of like 2 laps now under safety car because people will need to pit. Unless it wants to go into the pits now. Safety car does not look like it's going to be pitting this lap, so we will have to wait for the next lap as we see 8,000 RPM, very slow there. Don't know what's happened to him as Xiaomi just slows down that little bit as well. But safety car will be coming in the next lap, I believe anyway, so we will get it racing in a minute. As Williams has gone way off track there. Sev, way off track. As everyone's just moved up a position as, oh, there's even more chaos going on here. Botham pits under safety car again. So, I don't really know what's happened here, but more chaos on the straight. Oh my god, now this Wi-Fi. Yeah, I was wondering what was happening to you, but yeah, as we also hear that Botham got taken out. Well, but something. Don't know what happened there, but people are now out the pits, and we'll be catching up with safety car this lap, and we'll be probably getting away. So as we wait for the safety car to come in, and we wait for everyone else to regroup. So from NYR onwards, regroup with the back of the pack. As we see that happening in a minute, I believe. As it would have Delta, and safety car is in this lap. So Mango will now control the pack, and let's see when he will go. Viper, use your AI, overtake everyone. Possible, but let's not Zayek. As Mango is going to be getting ready for the second restart of the Saudi Grand Prix for round 2, as all 16 cars are now packed in there as Mango goes now, as we're going to see someone come in, Viper come into the pit. Zayek gets a really good jump on Tano and makes the position, but he's going to have to battle it around the outside as Tano makes that move not work for Zayek. As we see Alexis Beast and Sev fight now for 6th position as Sev gets the jump on him. As we also see Botham getting a jump on Xiaomi for P9. I retired just for everyone. Yeah. As we see a spin with Tano. Tano has spun it. Not what he wants at all for his race. So now we have 3, well, retirees technically, Viper's car hasn't retired. Don't know why. As we see Mango taking a very big lead already to Breach, and we have another spin. A massive crash here. Wow, okay. Another... Is this going to be another safety car? As we have a VSC for a huge crash. Huge crash indeed, involving a few drivers there. And the few drivers having to retire, I believe. I'm not so sure, because I think I saw a driver retire. As a load of people come into the pit once again. So another VSC for this race, as we see about 6 or 7 people pit. That was huge crash, as we see Tom has retired from the race. I think he was one of the people who had crashed out. So we do not have a safety car, but we do have a VSC, which is basically a VSC, but no safety car on track. So the cars do not have to bunch up to the pack, and then we will get racing whenever race control decides to take it off. Red flags were in this game, as we are going away now, as that was very quick. I did not see that coming up, that warning. So we are now underway again with SSL Mango leading the pack on the hards. Then it's Breach and then Sevilla Flare as your top 3 right now. 8,000 RPM all alone at the moment, 3 seconds ahead. Then we have Asterix and Tano very close together, and Zyek and Viperize, but that AI. As DRS has now been enabled for this lap, as we're going to be seeing quite a few battles now with a few drivers here, as Tano is looking around the outside of Asterix, and he's made that move work and stick. Send the lamp, stamp and send it, as Daniel Ricciardo would say, as Botham gets past his teammate, but his teammates just come into the pits. Sev will be looking to get past Breach as quickly as he can to retain the lead, well, to retain P2 and then try and retain P1 for this race. As he will be getting DRS down this next straight. If he can get a nice exit here, he will have the run up. As he looks to be having the run up DRS down this straight now, twisty turn it straight. As Breach just looks to be giving it up. But is he going to be looking for that next DRS straight here now? As we go on board with Breach now, because he will be getting the DRS down this back straight now. As we have another yellow flag, 8,000 RPM, spun it. As Breach is not any closer than he was before. Breach just is not close enough after that final corner, so he will not be fighting Sev. As 8,000 RPM also spins again there. So not very good to see him spinning there. Xiaomi, Azamasters and D'Angelo are in a fight for P10 currently. That I believe is our only close battle right now. As someone's gone in the wall and it's 8,000 RPM again. As also Mango and Sev is now very close. So we're going to see Sev take the challenge to SSL Mango for the lead of this race on lap 13. He's going to have the DRS for this next straight, but will he be able to have the straight line speed? It looks like a yes, and he's already 3 tenths. He's getting closer as 8,000 RPM spins once more. He's going to back out of it and just wait for the next lap, I believe. As Tano gets a little bit twitchy on the rear end there of his. Oh, and we have Alexis Beast spin it and also reset track again. Not a very nice thing spinning here. As D'Angelo has also lost positions to Xiaomi Acid as well. And Asmasses is all on the back of Xiaomi now. As we have 8,000 RPM pit as you would expect from them softs, but what will he go on to? As we see Sev looking to make the move down this back straight now. Mango's going to want to make that car as wide as he can. He's going to make it possible. He's going to push Sev very wide, but Sev's going to look to make the switch back, maybe. No, but he will get the DRS down the main straight now before turn 2, and it's a very easy move for him as we have yellow flags in sector 2 as D'Angelo has spun it as well. So Sev Lefebvre has now retaken the lead of this race. So your front 3 now are Sev, Mango and Breach, as we have a little bit of a battle here with Ikubiku and NYR here. I think it's our closest battle as Xiaomi and Asamasters are pushing each other off the track for P9. But Xiaomi Asamasters just gets that place on Xiaomi and makes it open to P9. So our closest battle, I would believe, is this 3 here for P12. And we have Tano now on the back of Breach as well. And Botham on the back of... There's a few people on the back of each other now, actually. As Tano goes around the outside of the final corner. Turn 27, will he be able to get it done? Yes, he will. Nice and easy move around the outside. And then DRS to help him just get away even quicker now. As we see Botham and Alexis Beast switch positions now. But Alexis Beast is going to dive down the inside of the last corner. But who's going to have the DRS here? Is it Botham or is it going to be Alexis? It's going to be Alexis who has DRS down the main straight. But Botham is going to really have a go here. He's going to send it down the inside. No, he's not going to think about it. He's going to back out and wait for the next lap. As we see Acid Masters all on the back of Zayak now, as Breach gets a 3-second time penalty. As we have yellow flags, as we have Breach spinning it. And he didn't seem to have a person then. So as Botham goes down the inside of Alexis Beast for P6 now. So he's up there now. He's going to be going after Aztecs as Alexis goes wide, very wide indeed, and off track. But Botham now has that position. Zayek is getting fought by Alexis's teammate now as well, by Acid Masters, as we now go into lap 17, I believe. Yep, lap 17 of 25. So not long now, as we have Acid Masters have the DRS down, which final straight before, as we have another spin, D'Angelo, and 8,000 RPM, as Breach comes into the pit for his stop. Back to Zayek and Acid Masters. Acid Masters has the DRS down the main straight. He's going to have the look into turn 1. The Zayek's still there. He's going to make that stick. He's going to push him a bit wide. Off track as well, just that little bit. And Zayek is going to keep that position for an extra lap possible. As Sèvres Lefebvre is just cruising to victory now, as he seems. Mango right behind him, and then Tano as well, just all alone, 4 seconds back. As Ikubiku and NYR has just got by. A lot of people liking that move into turn 1 on this in this track, I will not lie. As we have D'Angelo pit and retire from this race. Not a nice thing to see, but it's, yeah. It's obviously going to hurt. So that is another retiree from this race. As we see Zayek is getting away just a little bit, but we do also have Xiaomi joining on this action now. So a three-way battle for P7. As also not far ahead of all this is Botham and Alexis Beast. As 8,000 RPM has pitted and retired from the race to become 15th position. Botham is all over the back of Alexis Beast now, as they are still fighting for P5. But Botham's going to look one way, look the other way. Not going to happen, but he's going to have a look now. He's going to make it work, maybe. He will have the traction, but he will not get the speed. As Botham is just going to hang back for another extra little bit of a lap. Wait for DRS and have another go then. As he has that DRS wide open, he's going to have a look which way. He's not going to have a look. He'll probably wait until the final corner and make his move after that DRS detection zone. Because then whoever gets that. But he's going to make the move now. He's going to be pushed wide into the wall. Great racing from both of them. Alexis Beast may have to give up on this challenge, but he's going to have a great exit out of that corner, and Botham isn't going to have a great one at all. So Alexis Beast will have DRS down this main straight. He's going to get closer and closer and closer. But he's too far back. As also, whilst this is happening, Zayek and Acid Masters and Zayek's been hit. Zayek is just not given enough room, I believe, to Acid Masters. As Acid Masters is only just getting away now after his little spin, and he's just spun it again. As we see Sèvres Lefebvre coming around the final corner to start the lap, the 20th lap here today. As he's had a commanding race, he's getting away from everyone. He's cruising to victory by the looks of it. Zayek and Xiaomi are now the next closest battle, but we have Botham, Asterix and Alexis all fighting for P4 now. As Buffam goes down the inside of Asterix and he's made it done. He's going to put Asterix in between. Alexis is going to make that dive. They've made contact. Contact has been made, but who's going to have DRS now? Buffam will not have DRS, but both Asterix and Alexis will have DRS down the main straight. Who's going to be closer to each other? Asterix is going to be closer and closer and closer, but he's not going to have to make the move. He's going to have to back out and wait for the next lap. Very nice racing from Alexis to make that dive bomb down the inside of the final corner to make it work and not try and retire any of them both. Whew, my voice. So we are now on lap 20 of 25 with Several Flair in pole position. Mango in P2, who's made a great race here today. Driver of the day in my eyes. He's just gone from P15 to P2 to be on the podium as Zayek has had a really bad exit and entry into that corner. So Xiaomi is going to have a great run as Asamas is retired from the race. So that'll be our next retiree. 12 drivers left. So that last man standing right now here. As Xiaomi is going to have DRS down the back straight now. Will they be closer enough to Zayek to make a move down the inside or the outside? No. But they're going to look for the extra speed down this back straight now. As we also see Alexis Beast pit for some new tyres. Xiaomi is getting closer and closer and closer, almost making contact there. Going to stay on board with as Zayek is pushed off the track, but he's going to push harder for this position as Xiaomi and Zayek just make contact as Zayek has just very slightly pushed Xiaomi into the wall. No damage by the looks of it, nothing, just a little bit of tears. Our next closest battle is no one, to be honest. We have Zayek and Xiaomi close to each other, not DRS range, but close enough. As we now enter lap 22 of 25, so we only have a few laps left of this race. As we see the sparks from this Red Bull just spark into the air and light up. As Breach is getting ever so closer to Asterix now down this straight. He's going to have DRS on the next straight. So we will see what happens here as Asterix get a really bad exit by the looks of it. Now Breach is all over the back of him. He's going to have an easy move down the inside of him. Sparks flying up in the air. Beautiful sight, absolutely beautiful, and making that move into turn 1 round the outside, nicely done. As we now have Xiaomi and Zai going to be joining on this action maybe. As we have a nice helicopter shot of SSL Mango. I wish we could actually pick the camera shots because there was some really nice shots. As we see Mango come around the final sector of this track. He's past Viperize. Tano is behind him, getting ever so closer every single lap. But I do believe he will have to stop, and he does now. Mango will make his stop now. If he makes it perfect enough, it will be good enough to keep him in P3. As Buffam now, the next person who might overtake him. As Mango puts on the soft tyres, nice and quick stop. Out the pits. He's going to have enough time, I believe. He will surely have a lot of time left. As we see Xiaomi get past Asterix, but Asterix will have the DRS straight and Zayek now, as Alexis beats another 30-second time penalty. But Zayek is getting ever so closer. He's going to have DRS. He's going to look for a move, maybe down the inside, down the inside. He's going to dive it, lick the stamp and send it. No contact made, no whatsoever. Nice move. As SSL Mango gets a 3-second time penalty. This can change everything. As my voice cracks a little bit there. As Icklebickle goes and sets the fastest lap time of this race, and he's in P10, so he will get that fastest lap. Unless Mango can steal it from him in the last few laps. As we have a yellow flag in 6-3 as the Breach has spun it. He's got wing damage. Breach is going to lose his P5 and move down into P8. And he will have to pit again, so he will be losing even more time. As we see Xiaomi and Zai get really close here now. He's going to have DRS down with his main straight. Xiaomi defenseless without ERS, DRS by the looks of it. Yep, no ERS. Nice move, an easy move for Zayek to make it up into P5. As we now see Breach, who has not pitted from this from the race yet. So I don't know what he's doing. We only have 2 laps left though. He's got wing damage. He's losing a lot of time by the looks of it. Not a lot, but a bit. In those corners. He's going to really feel it in a second here. We're going to watch on board with him. See how he does though. As Seb Leclerc goes and starts the final lap of this race. We will jump to him in a second as we watch. Breach. Nicely does it, easy, not taking any risks by the looks of it. As Mango does indeed and goes and puts the fastest lap, as Breach has gone very wide indeed. Very wide, but he will have DRS down the back straight on Asterix, and he can retain P7. He's going to send it down the inside of this next corner. He's not going to send it down the next corner because he's already made it. But he will have DRS against him, as Xiaomi also is now on the charge on Zayek for the last corner. This is the last lap, so they will have to fight this out. As Asterix goes around the inside of Breach, and he's going to make it happen. He's made it happen. He's made it happen, and he's done it. As we're now going to watch our race winner, I want to presume, for Saudi Arabia. Very nice and cool race from Seb Leclerc. Very nice, very easy done. Kept it cool all race as he comes down with checking the flag to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for round 2 here in LSR. As Tano coming around the final corner now as well, around the back down straight to come home for P2. Mango is going to come back from P15 to P3. What a race from him. Great start, great finish, just great all around. As we are having battles here, as Buffam goes and puts it in P4, Zayek is going to hold on here by the looks of it to Xiaomi, who's had a great exit out here. It's going to be very close. Zayek slows right down. confusion all over. As we see Asterix and Breach overtake on the line. As we see Alexis Beast come home, had in P9, Icklebickle for P10, and NYR for P11. You had I will now see if we are doing driver interviews. As we see Sam Lefebvre lifting the trophy up for this Grand Prix, winning and getting them crucial points for this championship. So, the finishing grid will look like this. Seb Lefebvre on pole position. Great race from him. Yuki coming home in P2 for Aston Martin. Tan Mango, driver of the day for me, coming home in P3 from P15. What a race from him. Botham in P4. Xiaomi P5, Zyke P6 from P17, Asterix P7 from P14, Breach P8 from P11, Alexis Beast P10, Icklebickle, and then NYR. Viper with just one lap down, but everyone else had retired. So that is this Grand Prix over and done. So thank you for everyone jumping in and watching that race. That was very nice, very good. If you do want to race and come into the race, well, not race, the Discord, the link is in the description and all. So we hope to see you there, and we will see you in the next race at, I believe it is Miami. So we will be racing at Miami for round 3 in LSR. We will see you next week, and goodbye.